about 13 years old. I had a friend's dad who kind of used it as babysitting. He got us a membership at the Y and the PAC because we were getting in trouble after school when football and stuff was over. So I actually kind of started working out when I was 13 years old, and I took a liking to it ever since. It's not a team sport. You literally are the one that has to get up out of bed and do your cardio. You have to cook your own food. You have to continually be in the gym. So knowing that I don't have to really count on anybody to be there, but pushing myself to a new limit and being disciplined is probably the best thing about it. I kind of knew that I wanted to personal train all the time, right? Like back in high school, like I was telling you, I've been training a long time, so it's something that I've taken a liking into. I was either going to be a coach, or personal training is something, just being in the gym, some type of active situation for me. Tripp Fit Training started, I established in 2017. I was just kind of done with the dead-end jobs, and I decided that I was just going to kind of go full force with training. So I figured out a way to kind of put myself out there because I was confident with what I'd known over the years. I studied exercise science, but I just wasn't working in it, and then decided I'm gonna make this degree work for myself. I always say that training and working out and being active should be life skills, right? Like riding a bike. I think everybody should know how to do this. One, because you should know how to keep yourself healthy, keep yourself fit. Two, you want to be able to have something to fall back on if you need it, right? A lot of us I shouldn't say always, but a lot of us do kind of fall back from our training, but it's like leaving and then coming back home, right? You always know how to get back to where you came from, and if you have that solid base, like they say, it's kind of cliche, but muscle has memory, and it's not a lie. Like if you have that base, it's always easier to come back to it because your muscle has memory. You'll be able to do it forever, right? And that's my philosophy. I always tell people it's good to learn it now, right? Or fall back a little bit, but you know that you can always come back to it and build from there. I've always said, like, I want to get 100 people in shape, right? That may be 100 people in shape a year, right? That may be like a huge task, or maybe a small task. I'm still kind of new to it. But I just want to be able to change the atmosphere in Pueblo, right? We come from a lot of successful mom and pop restaurants, and we're a big event town. A lot of these things are associated with food and whatnot, and there's nothing wrong with that. Our traditions here are really rich, but I want us to be able to start a health and fitness mindset around town, right? One of the most disturbing things that I've heard is that Pueblo's getting older, and essentially we're getting fatter, right, with diabetes and obesity. With me having kids growing up, it's devastating, right? Family members getting older and stuff like that. That's one thing that I want to be able to change. And me having some type of knowledge, it's only right for me to give back to try to help people in that sense. And me living here, I want to do my best to be able to create something, right? It had to be my clients seeing their progress. As trainers, sometimes you want it more. Sometimes it feels like you want it more than your clients. But when they actually see their gains or their progress, to be able to hear their success stories and see them posted on social media, or how someone noticed how different they have changed, that's probably the most rewarding feeling to have, right? Like, there's a lot of jobs out there that you don't receive a reward, and this is one that you can actually see it with your own eyes and actually hear what people like. So that's something that wakes me up in the morning, knowing that I can have a chance to go change someone's lives. It's the best.